So we were all living it. We've all been experiencing it. The overall crypto market has just been down. It has been down now. It feels like months. It has definitely just kind of dragged on and on and on. And I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to give you guys some reasons for what's transpiring, for the reasons for what's going on, and point to some very specific things that may or may not give you any comfort, but at least you'll go, all right, that makes sense, and you kind of get it, and that's really what I'm after here. I'm after just continuing to give you guys information and content so that you guys do know what is going on and you are caught up and you're up to date on what has transpired. And anyway, this was just kind of a cool picture, right? All right, so basically here's what's going on. We got the Fed, the Federal Reserve tightening, economic woes that continue to spook crypto investors. There's your keyword that ties in the image below, right? Okay, so there we go. All right, so kind of moving down here, this is basically talking about the price of Bitcoin. We don't have to really jump into that too much per se. We all know that Bitcoin has been kind of in that low trading $40,000 range. Ethereum is right there in that $3,100 range, give or take, moving up, moving down a little bit. But also what transpired yesterday was this: the mixed performance, not just about crypto, all right, was basically having to do with the stock market. Okay, so we basically have a tremendous amount of, quote, ongoing nervousness, if you will, about the U.S. and global economies. All right, so major indicators fell yesterday with the S&P off 1.8%. Actually, it was more than yesterday. It was about 36 hours ago. You get my point. And the Nasdaq down 2.6. But then basically the markets were down. Right. Okay. So the fact that this is spilling, not really spilling. This is basically economic ongoing nervousness that's been going on, okay? And so we had this downturn in the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq, okay? Investors are looking to exit companies that are losing money. Bond yields rose. That's all anybody was talking about in the last 36 hours was bond yields rising amid widespread fears that the U.S. Central Bank will raise interest rates faster and more steeply than expected. They had come out a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and said that they were going to do 3 or 4 raises during the year, and they were going to start basically raising the interest rates, right? So basically making it more expensive for to borrow money, if you will, from the Fed, if you will, setting the interest rate. Okay, you get my point. Okay, so with that said, quote, Bitcoin seems poised to continue to trade as a, quote, risky asset and remains vulnerable for growing fears over aggressive Fed tightening. So this is spilling over into, obviously, the crypto market. So, and right here, quote, the surge in Treasury bond yields may continue this week, and that could test some Bitcoin's holders and altcoins. Okay, so this rise in this Treasury bond scenario is possibly going to test Bitcoin and maybe push it lower. Okay, so basically, where does this leave us? This leaves us in a scenario that we have a tremendous amount of fear in the marketplace. We do, okay? You can feel it. You can see it. You have rising interest rates, okay, from the Fed. You have inflation here in the United States at an all-time high, the highest that we've had in 40 years. You have the cost of everything rising. You go to the grocery store, it's more expensive. It just is. And that is scaring the heck out of people. When you go to the grocery store and all of the things that you buy for yourself, for your family, just your basics, vegetable, eggs, cheese, milk, chicken, meat, all bread, all of our staples. And when their prices of them are going up, oh, by the way, fuel is going up, gas is going up. It scares the heck out of people. Oh, and just mention this little bitty thing called COVID that just will not go away and continues just to wreak financial havoc everywhere globally, but also it's just never gone away, and it's all the news will talk about because in their business, they're going to talk about COVID because it gets people to tune in, and all of it is bad news about how COVID is so horrible, and it's going to, it's just going to continue to be here for a million years. It is creating this entire kind of perfect storm. By the way, with everything else I just covered right here, it's creating a perfect storm of where the crypto market is going to continue to do what it's doing. It's going to continue to trade flat or down a little bit. It's just going to continue to be here for a little bit. And if Bitcoin drops below 40,000, if Ethereum drops below 3,000, you can continue to see this potentially playing out for a little while. We have to get a positive catalyst, a positive spark of some type to happen to transpire here. And that's what I got for you. I'm sorry it's bad news, but at least I'm trying to bring you what is exactly going on right here this minute. All right, guys. Thank you truly for your support. I'll see you later. Bye.